Welcome back. Now, Liam, it's pretty mild right now, but later this week could be a whole different story. We're really going to warm up.
Yeah, it's going to be feeling a lot more like July or August later on this upcoming week. So we're going to go from we always tend to skip seasons here in New England, right? We're skipping the 80s. Well, we'll get it today, but we aren't really getting to enjoy a stretch of 80s before we reach 90 because today we'll be in the 80s. Tomorrow we're going for 90. The next day we're going for lower 90s as well. So we're jumping straight into the summer preview here. But the good news is it is short-lived because that is abnormal for this time of year. We're not really expecting to see 90s quite this early in the season, but we're going to get a little preview of how it's going to feel in July and August. So for today, we're going to be looking at a cool start. Temperatures are starting off in the 40s. We're going to continue to climb up through the 50s and then into the 60s. In fact, as we head towards, say, 10, 11 o'clock, we're already going to be up close to 70. Then as we head into the afternoon, we're on our way to the lower 80s. We're looking at mostly sunny skies today, but we are going to also be seeing perhaps a little bit of a haze in the sky, especially as we look off in the distance later on this afternoon, thanks to a little bit of some wildfire smoke. But overall, the sun will have no problem shining through, so we're going to be seeing lots of sunshine. The good news today, too, about seeing temperatures in the 80s is that we're dealing with low humidity, so we get to see the warm weather as well as the low humidity. And keep in mind, too, the UV index is going to be very high today. In fact, it's going to be at a 9, which is basically as high as it gets here in Western Mass. So just keep that in mind, kind of limit your time outside or definitely wear sunscreen and have a hat because it is going to be very, very warm and the sun is very strong. In fact, it's basically as strong as a July sun. We're almost as high as it gets in terms of our sun angle. Heading into tonight, we maintain mostly clear skies. Our temperatures will fall down through the 50s once again. So a cool start to your Wednesday, but not necessarily as chilly as it's been this morning and as it was yesterday morning too. And then once we start off in the 50s, we are going to be well on our way through the 80s and then approaching 90 degrees by tomorrow afternoon. Looking out right now from our MGM Skycam, we've got a beautiful start to the day. In fact, we're looking at clear skies. Temperature is at 44 degrees and we have a calm wind too. So that calm wind and the clear sky is what allowed us to cool so efficiently during the overnight hours, and our temperatures fell pretty quickly. So we've got a big swing on tap for today. We do have a little bit of some wildfire smoke to talk about those. So as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be looking at a little bit of a haze as we look off in the distance today, thanks to these fires from Canada and the smoke plumes that are going to be coming in over New England. So we're going to see the haziness especially start as we head towards the afternoon, and then getting into the overnight hours. That's when the thickest of the plume of smoke is going to be over our area heading into tomorrow morning. So the good news about this too is it's going to be primarily in the high levels of the atmosphere. Not a lot of it is going to be mixing down at the surface. So we're not going to be seeing many impacts to the air quality. But as you look off in the distance, it's going to be a little hazy. The sky's going to take on a whitish appearance, even though the sun is out and there's really not going to be many clouds. It'll look like it's almost overcast because of the wildfire smoke. The sun should still have no problem shining through it, though. And then as we head into Wednesday afternoon, we'll still be dealing with wildfire smoke high up in the atmosphere, but it's going to start lessening as we head through into Thursday. But it's going to be kind of a predominant thing for the rest of the week. But it's going to be the worst as we head into tonight and into this afternoon, tonight, and into tomorrow morning. Your satellite and radar right now showing mainly clear skies. In fact, zooming out, you can see the entire eastern half of the country is dealing with clear skies, and that's thanks to high pressure. High pressure is stabilizing the atmosphere. It's a very strong area of high pressure, and this is what's helping us see sunshine as well as some warmer weather. High pressure is also going to be battling a cold front for a little bit too. So you can see this front is starting to slowly approach. As it does so, it's going to be bumping into this high pressure system. So what we thought we're going to be seeing a few showers and storms Thursday afternoon, which we still may, but the bulk of this shower activity is actually going to hold off until Friday because of the fact that the front is bumping into this high pressure and it has to overcome that. So we're going to be looking at highs getting up into the lower 90s as we head to Wednesday and Thursday. Our dew points are also going to start getting noticeably higher as well, so it's going to feel very humid heading into Thursday and Friday as well. Our shower and thunderstorm chances are there with us on Thursday, but we have more of a shower and thunderstorm chance on Friday afternoon. And then as we head into your day on Saturday, it looks like that front could potentially get hung up a little bit, so shower chances may linger with us along with the humidity. But right now, Sunday is looking drier, and next week, for the most part, is looking dry too, and more seasonable with temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s.